Hi everyone, welcome back to Ari Art. We are here with another episode of Paint With Me, and today we are doing this photo. So it was originally supposed to be a portrait photo of Kylie Jenner, but sadly I was not patient enough to really fix it. It was like, I believe I did this painting from 12 to like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like going on 3, and I was like, I can't stay up any later than this, so I'm just gonna have to do my own thing with this one. So I started off like usual. I blocked in all of my shapes and my colors that I needed at first. I'm doing the hair in a different layer. I didn't want it to be in the way because later on I'm going to remove it and I'm going to start drawing in the features that I need, just like I do and just like I did in the last video as well. I always like to put the hair within a different layer. So then after I'm done with the hair blocking, I'm going to go back. I'm going to finish blocking in all of the colors for the face and all of the features. I'm just going to go ahead and plot down all of my points where I want the facial features, like the eyes, nose, mouth, all that good stuff. And again, I'm drawing the shape of it just a little bit, not too much. I just want to make sure I get a feel of what I'm going to be doing. So again, I'm just blocking in some more of the shadows and some more of the shapes of her face and all of her features. I think it's just so crazy. Isn't Kylie like the only billionaire within the Kardashian family? That's like pretty good for her. Like, I thought everybody would think that it would have been Kim, but it was Kylie. So go on. She's like the same age as me. Like, I think it's just a few months older. So, look at where she is to where I am. That's kind of crazy. But, hey, everybody has a different journey in life. So, hers took her there. Mine is right here doing this amazing painting with all of you guys. So, again, I'm just going to try to do some of the shapes, the fingers. I'm just blending in what I did. The hand's looking a bit weird right now, but again, it's all about blocking in, getting to where I need to be. As you can see, I didn't measure out the face and the hands right. Her head should be tilted a bit more so that it would lay perfectly on the hand. I didn't do that, and it was like 12 o'clock at night. I was just trying to get something done. But I think that this painting came out really good at the end though. So I'm just going to draw in some of the eyebrow shapes. I'm just trying to, get a feel of where I need everything right now. And as you can see, I'm trying to get the shape of her jawbone. I actually love her jawbone. It's one of my favorites to draw, so, And now I'm going to just put in some of the highlights and some of the other colors that I see within her face. I know I started out kind of dark on this one, but I'm going to continue to gradually build upon that dark underlining paint. I'm sorry, airbrush effect. And as you can see, I don't have the head tilted, so it doesn't get that effect of her kind of looking up towards you. Blocking in some more of the colors for the facial features. Again, drawing and painting is just all about patience and taking your time to build up to where you want to be. To be honest, I didn't think that this painting looked too bad right here. And now I noticed that I did that wrong, so I'm just turning it. Her nose is actually very weird. Like, it's so skinny right up at the top. It's just really, it's like really weird. And, I'm just redrawing this eye. It looks kind of weird, so, you have to redo some things sometimes, and it's not bad. So I totally just, erased that layer. It wasn't working out for me, so I thought I'd just do a whole different layer. And that's what I'm doing right now. Again, when I'm iffy about things, I just like to add another layer. I don't like to keep everything within one layer just in case I need to erase. Let's say I wanted to erase the eye as I did, and it would have messed up my eyebrow. But I liked my eyebrow, so. Always add layers when you're drawing or painting on Procreate. You always want to add your layers. The thing about Procreate and digital art is kind of it's cheating, but it's not cheating because you're working very hard and you're drawing every single thing. The only thing is you have so many, you have a lot of options to fix your mistakes, rather than in painting you have to kind of let's say I mess up my eye, I can get it off, but there's always the outcome that something else is gonna get messed up as well. There's always a possibility that I could just mess up the whole thing. But this, it's no mess at all. Even when cleaning, oh my gosh, that was my favorite thing. I didn't have to clean up anything. I just literally draw on the iPad, and then boom, I cleaned everything. So funny story about when I got my iPad. So I went in, I told this guy at Best Buy that I wanted the iPad 12.9 inch, the Pro, and he comes back with the iPad 11 inch, and he brings a Apple Pencil, the first generation. And I didn't notice the Apple Pencil, but I told him, hey, I asked for the 12.9 inch, this is the 11 inch, could you go switch it out? So he goes, he switches it out for me, and I go and I check out, and it's $150 off the iPad. So I spent just a little over $1,000. But the only thing that was just so crazy is that nobody at all, even the cashier, didn't tell me that, hey, this is the wrong pencil. So I get home and I'm trying to draw on the iPad, trying to use the pencil with it, and I'm what is wrong with this pencil? It's not even working. There's no way to connect it. I don't know what to do with this at all. And then lo and behold, I look at it and it's oh yeah, this is the first generation. And I'm what? Oh my gosh, these people didn't even tell me. I don't know, I just feel as though if I was the sales cashier, whoever, I would think to look at it and say, this is actually, this is the wrong pencil. You might want to go get the 2, the second generation. Yeah, it's $30 more, but, it's not going to work with your iPad, so you might as well just go buy it. So anyways, I went to the one that was in Lawrenceville, but then I had to drive to Athens to get, I had to go to the Best Buy in Athens to go get the, second generation pencil, which was fine. It's just that was a lot of gas that could have been saved. I could have looked at it because he did get the iPad wrong at first, but I was in a hurry. I was so excited to use it. But you can, it's totally fine. I got what I needed, and that's all that really matters, to be honest. So anyways, I'm literally just adding in more of the colors, trying to get a certain likeness from the picture to the painting. As you can see, it is kind of tilted a little bit differently, and also I said the arm and the hand was in a different position than in the picture. I had my original idea for this was actually for her to be holding something that said RER or Kylie, and then under it said RER, follow on Instagram, something like that. But sadly, I did not, because I changed the whole picture later on, and you'll see that. So I'm using the oil paintbrush just because, I'm kind of used to the oil painting a little bit more than usual, the other brushes, because I my usual paintings are oil paintings. So I'm just using that brush now to kind of add in some more of the shadows and the details and just, all of the colors that I need. I'm just continually like fixing problems that I see. When I see new ones arise, I'm just, going back in and out, adding in colors where they need to go. The difference between my picture and the photo is that I don't have that tilt in the head. Mine just looks like she's got her hand on her head. She had her head on her hand and she's just kind of looking towards you. I'm probably going to upload this picture on my Instagram. Probably on, today is what, Friday? I'll probably upload it on Saturday or Sunday, one of those, but I'm gonna upload the video today before I go to work. So again, I'm just adding in things where they need to go, and I love adding in highlights and then blending them out. If you are just starting out at doing digital art, I would suggest that maybe you start out with something that you're more comfortable with. As for me, I'm doing portraits, and then I'm gonna go back to doing landscapes and all that stuff, but I feel like my style mostly consists of portraits. I'm just trying to get the head shape that I'm seeing within the picture. I don't think that I was too far right here, but I just messed the angle up a little bit too much. That it was really throwing me off. An easy way to do the eyebrows is to just block in your color and then take the blending brush and then just kind of, smooth it on out. You can really get those smooth edges like she has on the image. Now I'm just adding in a whole bunch of highlights to basically match what I'm seeing. Blocking in some of the colors for the lips. Again, just like the skin tone, I'm going dark first with the lips because I want them to have a certain feel of depth. So I'm not just gonna start out with the color that's needed. I'm gonna try to build up upon this first layer, adding in the shape of it, of what I can see, what I can get from this photo reference. So does anybody who's watching this video use her products? I've only used some of the first colors she's came out with for her lip kits. Other than that, I haven't really used them. Lately I haven't been wearing makeup. I used to be really big into makeup, but now I just don't want to. And as you can see, I build up the color, and there's a certain depth to the lips. They just don't look flat. They kind of look they look like there's more to them than just nothing. And right here, I'm coming across problems with the hands a lot. And also the tilt of the face. I should have tilted it just a little bit more when I was doing that, because that probably would have helped out the picture a whole bunch. I don't think this looks like Kylie right here. I think it kind of just looks like a girl who's trying to recreate this picture. Who do you think that this looks like right now? Leave a comment and let me know. So some more things that I want to do with this channel. I want to start having you guys basically ask me like what to draw, and I'll try to do it, and that'll be like really fun because it helps me out with like ideas, because I'm trying to do some every day until I really get this YouTube page going. Until then, I'm like, after it gets at least, like, my goal right now is to get to like 100 subscribers. So I'm gonna really need you guys' help. So please like and subscribe, please. But anyways, my goal is 100 right now. But when I get to about like 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna change the days that I post to Wednesdays and probably Mondays. I'm not too sure yet. But right now, I'm trying to do like at least every day, like at least something. Just because I want people to be able to find this page and just, become an Ari artist and hang out with me sometimes. So like right here, when I got to this part of the painting, I was like getting really confident with like how it looked, and I was like drifting off from the picture. I was just like, I wasn't even looking at this image of Kylie anymore, really. I was really just drawing in what I saw fit. I should have been continually looking at the picture, but it was like getting like around, like I believe at this time it was like getting around 2 o'clock, and I have work today, so I couldn't really stay up all night and just draw in the picture. And also right here, I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm not gonna do this because the hand isn't working out for me, which I totally agree. The hand was not working out. The arm, like everything, it just wasn't working. So I'm just trying to find new reference photos, maybe something that looks a little bit like the one I did. So I found this image, and I thought, I can get a little bit of details and references from this image. I know it's not the same shape, but I needed something. And again, that one wasn't really working out, so I'm just trying to find something that will guide me within this photo. At this point, I still wanted it to look like Kylie. It's just, it was getting late, I was getting tired, so I had to make a decision of whether or not I wanted to keep it as Kylie or not. Right here, I'm still trying. I just love her eyelashes. Probably like one of my favorite things about Kylie's makeup is her eyelashes. And I love the neutral look she always goes for. It's like a smoky neutral look. I really like that. Like when I was doing this part, I was thinking, well, she looks a little bit more animated, maybe like an animated Kylie. But then I thought, I don't need to do that. I should just make this into my own person. And that's what I started to do right here. I started just making a character. And if it looked like her, it will look like her. If it didn't, it won't. I feel, don't get mad at what you're creating, because like I say, we don't know what we're creating until we're finished, or we feel as though this is good. This is where I want to finish. So just don't go too hard on yourself, because your art doesn't have to exactly be what you first picture in your mind. It can be whatever whatever else you think of later on. And I feel like that's one of the better things about art, is that it doesn't have to be definite. You can always change it. So now I'm just adding in some hair. I like the picture of the straight hair, so I thought that I would do straight hair on her. And around this time, it was getting really late, so I was just really finishing up everything, adding in some more shadows, more colors. I did the hair with the airbrush at this point. I believe it was the soft. It was like the bigger one for the soft airbrush brushes. And as you can see, I took away the picture because I was like, you know what, forget it. This is not Kylie anymore. This is my own person. She was literally just a reference. Now I'm adding in some more of the eyelashes, and I really like, oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of the brush. I know it's in the calligraphy section. I don't know what the name of it is. Adding in some highlights. I thought that the purple would go really great with the background, and I love just putting some of the highlights on the face. I don't know why. I really like it. I think it gives so much personality and action going on within the image. Now I'm just gonna go back over the eyes, adding in some highlights to everything, just finishing it all up. And one thing that I love adding highlights to the eyes. I think it just makes everything just look so pretty. So my name is Ariel. Please follow me at ariel.halls on Instagram. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And I'm making videos every day until, as I said, we get big. So I really enjoyed you guys today. I'll see you guys next time. And it's Ari Art. Please subscribe again. I said it again. Please subscribe and become an Ari artist with me. I'll see you guys next time.